We all decided to take a quick break.
Yes, a bathroom break. That will definitely work. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the stream going again, because yeah. Can I continue somehow? Yeah, that's gonna take me a minute to reset back up for that. I don't know what happened there exactly. It dropped, but like it didn't drop for anyone else. I'm afraid that one of my bits of my hardware is not working properly anymore.
Uh-oh.
Because this has happened a few times in like the last few weeks, where my internet just dropped suddenly. I'm afraid it might be my. I don't have like a Wi-Fi adapter on in my desktop, so I have it connected to like a bunny ear thing that's connected through a USB.
Oh, you don't have your computer just hardwired with an Ethernet cord?
No, like the way where I have my stuff set up, it's a little too far.
Ah, gotcha.
And so, I mean, I basically have it connected through Wi-Fi, based off of some bunny ears, but the fact that, like, I was able to basically unplug the bunny ears and then replug it back in, and then it started working again, so I'm worried that maybe these things might be getting aged a little too much, and I might have to think about replacing it.
Probably.
Honestly, I mean, this thing is very old at this point, because I was using it back with my old desktop.
Mm-hmm. At least it's that, not, like, something to do with your actual computer itself.
Yeah, I mean, well, I would hope it would be anything with the actual computer, because, I mean, this is all brand new stuff.
Yeah, you got that not even a year ago. Yeah, have you?
No. It's probably a combination of that and the fact that, like, I mean, I have decent internet provider, but I mean, I could have better if they would ever get around to finishing up the Google Fiber. Because once again, it's been like 2 months at this point when they sent me a letter. It's like, hey, Google Fiber's coming to your neighborhood, and it's like, well, where is it? They still haven't given me the opportunity, and it still shows on the online when I check it that I'm not allowed to get Google Fiber yet because it's not ready yet.
Interesting.
So, well, I guess I just. Okay, well, I might have to just adjust the title and everything else, but that might have done it. Like, it just went live immediately. Oh, that might mean that people might be able to hear what I'm saying right now. Okay, let me mute that.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's... $62. Very well. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back. Everyone else is still gone.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, hopefully you weren't mad that Greyhound was making a big deal out of the Eldritch Blast.
No, I just find it really funny how you're like, oh hey! If Greyhound found out that, you know, you don't have really anything going on, would you want to go work at his academy? And you're like, fuck you, guy.
It's more because
back to
it's all that. It's Greyhound's Greyhound. That's all I'm good. That's all I can really answer.
understandable. Have a nice day. No, it's just more.
I mean, he still doesn't fully
name
trust
wrong.
him. That's more me. I'm trying to. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names.
I was waiting for you to just call him fucking Teeth or some shit.
I'm not that rude. I'm trying to say his name correctly.
Hey T. Trestus goes on a murderous rampage.
Call me fucking what?
Man, Tidefall's such a good game.
But this got very quiet very quickly.
Mm-hmm. No, I made some mac and cheese while I was waiting. So I'm eating that right now.
Hey, sorry, I'm back now. Yeah, someone got in a car crash in front of my house.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it looks like the person backed out of their driveway without checking and ran into somebody. Because I heard a bang, and then it was like I got outside, like they were already out of the car screaming and cussing at each other.
Did anyone get hurt?
I don't know. I don't think so, but the airbags on one car definitely deployed, so that
Okay.
car
Well, if
is going to
someone-
be.
Backed out in front of them, probably would make sense.
Yeah, so the local PD's already here because our street, with my family working for the city, like it's like, oh, this that street, oh, there's a call for 911. Well, we better get one of our guys over there quick because one of our people live on that street. So someone's already officers already talking to him and dealing with that. And the kid that it was this girl, she's having problems with her family, so like we hear a lot of argument yelling from that house at least 2 to 3 times a week. So I'm thinking that she got into an argument. I'm thinking from like how she's yelling at everybody that she got into another fight with her parents, decided to drive off, and that. That's what my prediction of the possibility of what happened, because she apparently came out of that, according to one of the neighbors that was working in his house, said that like she came out of that driveway quick.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like that family is like they live like literally the house across the street from me, and there's always something going on with that family. Anyway,
Oh, welcome back.
So,
and what did you have to deal with?
just internet dipped, so I unplugged my my cable that connects to the internet and replugged it back in, and it reset itself, making me realize
Yeah.
because
Oh, I-
it happened a few times, I might have to replace that.
Yeah, I had when I left a second after you left because I heard a noise outside. My neighbor, their daughter just got tried peeling out of their driveway and backed into someone that was driving up the street. And
Rip.
yeah, and granted, this family's been they're the family that's like that. Almost every neighborhood has that one family that you hear constant arguments and fights all the time. So that's what I'm thinking. That they probably got into another fight. She put aside, I'm going to leave, and that little entropy, the universal entropy, kicked in.
Are we all back at this point?
Yeah. Well, I think so.
Dane
Yes.
and Aaron's here.
Either.
Alright, cool. So, before my internet dipped out, from last I recall, I believe, Dane, you were saying something in regards to this half-elf that you were talking to.
Oh yeah, I was mostly just saying about how. How was it? I was just saying about how we have. It's like another member of the party has joined us. Tress was inquiring about like, I'm only hired to be with you guys for a bit. It's like it's formality,
Sounds about right.
and then saying we should probably head off to the Citadel.
So, okay, getting back into the swing of it. Sorry. Okay. So, as you're kind of saying that, all kind of get out from behind the counter where, so Greyhound, are you just sitting on the counter? Are you ordering anything, or are you just, there just to try to make sure that your buddies aren't in trouble?
Yeah, he was trying to get attention on him so that they wouldn't get in trouble.
She'll look at you, Greyhound, and go, oh, thank you for your consent. You don't worry. These the two here, by proxy, their friend. They are part, well, they're VIPs in all the Puppet's Landing locations. So they basically have almost as much free reign in these taverns within the law as well as what Milo dictates.
Okay.
Well,
It was a pleasure to meet you two finally. After I know you never really made your way around here. From what Milo had indicated, it seemed that you all preferred to head over to the Sea's Respite for all your overnight stays and everything else. You never came here previously when it was known as the well, I suppose it doesn't matter, but I mean, this used to be.
It was
the
something
Drunken-
beaver.
The Drunken Beaver, yes.
Hey,
well, we'll have to stop in a little more often then.
Hey, that we probably should.
Can Treth make a perception check to see just like the amount of people in here?
Yeah, go for it. 10. As you're looking around, I mean, it's about as full as an average tavern is, from what Treth has experienced.
On average of like Comet's Landings.
For what he's been in, this is a little light for a Comet's Landing.
Hmm.
I hope you all will come by again soon and enjoy your time here back in Fort Mountain. Oh, coming, as she then rushes off to go serve another drink.
Well, shall we make our way?
Hey,
I don't see why not.
Besides, we can once we get out outside, we can know exactly where we are
hey,
and get that bounty for you. You dumb.
hey, if I remember correctly, the old drunken beaver was down by the docks.
Hmm.
I can't remember. Did Milo ever mention that he bought one of the ones in Port Lamontagne?
He would have mentioned it to you guys.
Fair. Dane's slow sometimes, alright? Well, either way, let's head on outside and we'll find our way around.
As you all make your way out, the smell of salt water is in the air as you peer out over the city from your location. You see that as you're kind of looking about, directly in front of you, you can see the colorful lights and buildings of the Magic District before you.
Oh.
As you look down the main road to your right, you can see the hill climbing ever upwards towards the shipping and chartering district. And to your left, as you're looking, you see a road that leads up towards what you know to be the market and shop district and one of the residential districts. And you could definitely see, as you're kind of getting your bearings, you can see that you are close to one of the walls and gatehouses, and one of the guards keeps that you immediately will be able to recognize as the Western Guards Keep. So you're able to piece together that you are currently on the western side of Port Lamontagne.
Very nice.
And the tavern you remember being by the docks was the Salty Clam.
Ah. Never mind then. It appears I'm a little bit off in my recollection of the city. Well, lead on then, Talos. You're the, you know the city a lot more after all.
Very well. Start making our way. So, Greyhound, you want to turn in the bounty first, correct?
Yes, I would. I just need to get over to the guardsman's post, right?
Nice. Let's head that way then.
As you all begin to make your way northeast, you notice that there's a decent crowd built up at one of the houses, like one of the larger housing buildings just to the north of the Drunken Beaver. Oh, the Comet's Landing, formerly Drunken Beaver.
Let's see if I notice anything as we're walking. It'd be perception, right?
Yeah.
9.
A 9. You kind of catch in the peripheral of your vision, and then you kind of blush a little bit as you turn your eyes and straight ahead as you see several more scantily clad individuals kind of waving and drawing people into this location.
Let's keep going.
Hey, you good there, Talos? You'll sum it up.
No, you're fine. Everything's good. Let's get to those guards barracks. Let's pick up my pace.
Oh, well, he's off. I guess we could check out this crowd later.
You all continue your way down the road. As you round about the Magic District, you can see through some of the main streets as you're passing by. You look down and you see the usual floating lights of magic that illuminate this particular part of the city. Until eventually you start to get past it, and as you look to your left, you can see the opening parts of a lot of shops closing in as it's getting dark, but the marketplace that you remember very fondly heading to get your meteorite armor and weapons forged and shopping for lots of other goods. One of you in particular would remember Dallin working some of his art pieces into the marketplace here at some point. And as you continue down the road, you can see to your right, way down a fair distance, you can see the bay where the ports or the docks are located. And you instinctively look left where you can see the sign hanging for the Sea's Respite, a place that most of you all have come to know very well. Eventually making your way a little more further down the road where you can see to your left the graveyard, and to your left and to your right on the other side, you know that to be the Cathedral District, where just about every god has a kind of a temple dedicated to them here. Some smaller, some larger, depending on how many around are there to support that particular pantheon. And eventually you do find yourself on the eastern side of Port LaMontagne after about half an hour to an hour's travel, where you find yourself at the guards barracks. As you see, some of them are making their way in and out, some are changing of shifts, some of them are making routine stops. And I presume that you all make your way in.
Yes.
Right. As you all make your way in, you can see within that there's several guards that are discussing things over by a wall where there appears to be like a bounty board. There is a main desk where a female guard seems to be, like in lighter armor and clearly just like there doing paperwork as she's scribbling on some parchment. Meanwhile, several other sets of guards are kind of laughing, talking. Some of them just have more concerned looks as they're making their way about the barracks area. As things seem to be hopping and moving about here.
He goes up to the front lady and says, "Hi, I came here to drop off a bounty."
You hear a voice that goes, "Yes, one," and she kind of stops and stands up and proceeds to look over the desk until she sees you. "Oh, there you are. Sorry about that. I heard you, but I didn't quite see you. You said you have a bounty."
Yes. The ogres that were in the Underdark. I have proof as well. As Greyhound digs his arm into the bag of holding and pulls out the wings and the head. Right here.
Let me get the paperwork for that. As she kind of goes next to her into a filing cabinet and opens it up and proceeds to flip through some parchments. Yes, here we are. She pulls it out and places it down on her counter. According to the description and the visuals that were brought forth from sighting, she takes a look. Oh, that is an absolutely terrifying looking creature. Yes, what I can see here, everything does seem to be in order. It seems that you have indeed brought the bounty. The guards here at Port La Montaigne thank you, and we inform the head guard. He will get your compensation for bringing this bounty, as per thanks from the several different shipping companies that ordered its execution. Just a moment, please.
All right. What do I do with these wings and the head?
Just hold on to them. The head guard will take them in a minute.
Yes.
She proceeds to kind of leave the counter and walk to a room behind her and knocks on the door. In a moment, the door opens and she kind of like talks to him for a second and goes, and she gives him a parchment and he takes a look at it, looks over at you, nods his head, and then proceeds to head to another room. As she comes back and goes, he'll be back in a moment. He's heading off to get your reward.
Okay, how's your day?
Oh, my day? Well, it's actually quite well. I've been doing lots of paperwork, getting lots of filing done. She kind of blinks a bit. Just your question seems to have caught her off guard, as she's not. Give me an insight check. She seems to be well and good of her faculties, and she's definitely used to talking to people on the regular basis, casually.
I'm not gonna look more into that. So yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah.
Yep. How are you doing? I guess you're doing well, considering that you are about to get paid, and you seem to have survived your encounter with that thing.
Yes, it was quite nice. I got framed though for damaging the area that was around.
Oh, I certainly hate it when that happens. I'm sure it couldn't have been avoided. Her eyes kind of flick up to the rest of you guys that are just kind of standing back there. It's like, are those your friends?
Yes, those are my friends. They refused to help me with my academy, though.
Oh, well, I'm sure they have the reasons. She kind of eyes flick up to you all and kind of give you all a look as like, what's happening right
Please.
now?
Greyhound's just
Gonna
trying
sit
to
in the-
pass the time.
That's just gonna sit in the background and kind of just like shrug his shoulders.
Some heavy metal
Yeah,
steps approach as the captain of the guard approaches with a sack. Ah, here you are. On behalf of the guard of Port La Montaigne and the shipping companies, I wish to award you with this. As he hands you a bag of platinum. No, spend it all in one place. And thank you again. Your service is greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much. Here's the head and the wings.
Ah, yes, I'll take those. Dare say, this looks remarkably this looks remarkably fresh. Wasn't this supposed
Bag
to
of
be
hope.
in the Underdark over there towards Lancaster?
Yes, teleportation.
Ah,
As
you are.
It's not like
you
it's like
are-
I just give him a look of like, don't ask. Like, ugh.
You are quite the thrifty little one. Ha. Well, carry on then, and thank you again. As you have been awarded 289 platinum pieces.
oh my god,
You rich man.
Greyhounds. 259,
289.
89. Oh, okay.
289. That'd be about what? 2,890 gold?
Yeah,
That's
total gold right now. Oh no, wait a minute.
That's a pretty decent
And
sum.
gold per.
It was a very dangerous creature, and the shipping companies really wanted it dead.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. I will be off. See ya. What are your guys' names?
No, the captain already left after he said a good day.
Ah,
The lady at the secretary desk goes like, "Oh, me? I'm Arma. Pleasure to make your acquaintance."
nice to meet you, Arma. Now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. Bye. As Greyhound just kind of walks away.
Farewell. You all are with him, I presume. You don't need anything? As she looks at the rest of you.
Oh, no, we're with him. We're good.
Hey, we're just making sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Very
Hey!
good.
I am chaos. You cannot contain it.
And that is exactly why we're still wandering with you.
Don't make us put
And,
you in the sack again.
No,
Can
you
Treth-
don't make me go in there again.
Can Treth grapple Greyhound?
Are you going to allow that, Greyhound?
I'm a rage and not allow that.
Alright, if we're doing that.
Well, that'll be a competing check then if you're doing it like a grapple. So, if this is happening, I will need a athletics check from Treth, I believe.
Yes, also as a bonus action roll fast, I will become large,
Shit.
and I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
He's taller than me now.
Confused with what's going on? He's got a whole bunch of strangers coming to the front office and just immediately just have this whole commotion go on.
Well, I'm pretty sure she deals with adventurers on a decent basis, so this is probably not the weirdest thing she's seen.
So,
What do you need from me? Athletics?
So, Treth, yes. You will be making an athletics check contested by the target's athletics or acrobatics check.
Very well. I have a 22.
22?
Probably gonna lose this. Yep.
23. One more than yours.
As you suddenly watch as Treth suddenly gets bigger as he tries to grapple you, and you he gets a couple arms around you, but then you squirm, and as you just start to foam at the mouth, you're as you just like jump out, and you just gonna get 5 feet away from it as you're just like on a standoff. As Arma just kind of goes
Get on
like,
all fours and just run away.
so Arma goes, please, the grounds just outside the barracks are full rough housing like that. She kind of just puts her hand on her head.
Treth is going to chase Greyhound and continue to try to grapple him.
You can't contain the chaos.
Are you running outside, Greyhound?
Yeah.
Come on, Yuzu. Outside. Dane's gonna kind of like try and shoot them both outside.
Another acrobatics. Ooh.
That's a 20. You cannot contain.
Treth, you're fighting that as you continue.
Are you sure about this?
As you continue to try to grapple him.
Okay, I need to go. I need to get a natural 20. Everyone, be quiet. Be quiet. Oh fuck. Can I have that natural 20 on the advantage?
Were you raging?
Yeah.
Does rage affect acrobatics though?
I don't think it does. I was just doing that as flavor. I mean, I expended it, but I was doing it for flavor.
I guess that is a fair question. Let me double check. I don't think it
Rage.
does.
I thought rage only really
I think
affected
it's
strength.
Yes, it should only affect strength saving rolls. Yes. So you gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws. So
Well,
yeah.
I'm afraid then, Greyhound, even though you did get a higher roll, like you squirm and like you feel like you should be out of this, like you're used to things not being able to like keep a good bead on you because you're so squirmy. But somehow this Treth, like he gets you and he holds very tight, and you are contained by him. You are grappled.
Unhappy?
I'm gonna turn to Dan.
chaos?
I'm gonna turn to Dan and Talos. Be like, all right, let's go. We got him.
No!
Where's the bag?
Let go! Not the bag!
Dane's gonna look to the front desk and just put 5 gold pieces down. I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna walk on out.
It happens
Great.
all the times. The gods appreciate your donation.
Greyhound is violently shaking around trying to get out. Unhappy!
You feel Treth grip tighten around you.
And Treth, how long does this like ability of yours last to be bigger?
1 minute.
Alright, so you all leave outside. Where are you going from here? As the sun has set and is getting later.
Probably head towards the north side to go catch the train off to to Starfall.
Okay, so Dane says you're all heading towards the station. Anyone else?
I mean, if it's still running at this time,
Yeah, only one way to find out.
might as well.
Alright, so you all heading to the station then?
Well, I have no choice at the moment.
Well, I mean, you will in a minute when like he no longer he's no longer big, and you could try squirming your way out again.
Right.
Yeah, true.
All right, so as you all begin to make your way, you all get to about like the cemetery distance when you feel your size diminish. Treth. Bloop 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 bloop.
Just getting the Mario sound effects of you getting shrunk down.
Oh shit.
So, a grapple creature can use its action to escape. To do so, must succeed a strength or dexterity, athletics or acrobatics check contested by your athletics check. So,
Nope, he's still there.
Yeah, I had a natural 1.
ooh.
Greyhound has accepted his fate now.
He just falls asleep. He's gone. He's done.
You feel snoring in your hands as you see that Greyhound is just kind of just like. It's been warmed
I'm just gonna
by
kind
your
of
armored embrace.
I'm just gonna grab him by like the scruff of his neck, like you would a cat, and carry him that way now.
Eventually, as you all make your way to the northern gate, you lead through it towards the station. As you get there, you can see that the train is currently stationed at the port. but it seems to be dormant. You don't hear the normal engine sounds.
Treth is gonna try to find someone who looks like they're working there, if he can.
As you make your way up to some of the windows of the station, you can see in a wooden board posted with the hours of operation. You can see that it seems to be in operation about 7 a.m. and it ends in operation about 9 p.m.
Most of the time now.
Do any of you have a particular trait that you know the exact time? I'm kidding. Like, there's a clock posted at the station. It's approximately about 9:30 for what you can see.
Well, looks like we missed the train. Next one comes at 7. Or probably leaves here at 7, I should say.
Well, I know good.
Well, back to the Comet's Landing for rest then? Or this other tavern that you guys stay at?
Let's head back on down to the Comet's Landing itself. Never actually been to the one down here.
Because you all could either stay at Port La Montaigne and rest there, or you could just walk to Starfall Citadel if you wanted.
How long would that take?
I mean,
4 hours.
well, it takes like a full day to travel to Starfall from Port La Montaigne if you're not taking the train, and if you're on foot. It would take about like half a day if you were riding like steeds, mounts, and then like a quarter of the day if you're riding the train.
What do you guys think?
Let's wait for the train.
Yeah.
Alright, so you all head back to the Comet's Landing.
Aye.
Yeah.
Alright. You make your way back past the closing doors and shops of the Magic Inn Marketplace, and make your way back into like the doors of the Comet's Landing. Once again, passing by like the crowd has gotten a little smaller, as like you would assume maybe most have made their way into it, but the one crowd that Talus, you avert your eyes once again.
It's like things like.
And for those of you that don't avert your eyes, you can see that the crowd that Talos is avoiding his gaze is indeed a brothel.
Ooh.
Isn't Greyhound asleep?
Yeah, he's just having a nice dream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so as you make your way back into the Comet's Landing, the tavern keeper, she looks at you all as you can see that she is like taking it a little easier, cleaning a couple mugs as it seems to have slowed down a bit. And she goes, "Oh, welcome back. Done with your business for the day, then?"
Hey.
Hey, we're done with the business for the day. We were going to head up back to the Citadel, but we missed the last train.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, the last train would have arrived here about 9 p.m.
Hey, we unfortunately figured that one out. It's been a while since we've been back down here, and I don't actually think we've ever waited this late to get on the train.
Fair enough. Well, she kind of opens up a book, flips a few pages. I do have some rooms available. A decent surplus of rooms available if you're wanting to stay the night. I'll put it on Milo's tab.
Hey, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Of course. The friends of Milo are always welcome at the Comet's Landing.
Dane's going to give a slight bow.
Thank you, nice lady.
And so you all hang out at in the tavern for the rest of the evening until bed, or like what are y'all doing?
And Tret talked to the barmaid. Fuck, what? God damn it! I already forgot her name.
That's all good. It's all good.
Tret doesn't know this.
Lotharia.
Milo does.
Lotharia Francis.
Yes, Elithra Francis. Half elf. So, well, I assume Talos and Dane like get some drinks and wind down a bit. She looks to you as you kind of like are sitting there. She goes, "So, what'll it be?"
Oh, I'm good on a drink, thank you. Though I did have a question for you.
Oh, certainly. I'm always happy to chat a bit.
It seems like this tavern, at least compared to the one in Antiva, is a little bit slower. You know a reason for that, or?
Yes. I imagine you might have seen it when you were leaving the tavern. Just across the street, there's that brothel that opened up there. It's taking a good chunk of our customers and whatnot, and not much we could do. I'm afraid that's not a service we offer, fortunately, but still, when one can get very, very cheap drinks and get company for the night, well, yeah, you can see how that could be quite a draw.
Might have to go take a look and see if I can't do anything about that. After all, I was hired by Milo to accompany his party, but nothing says I can't go help him out.
Well, please don't do anything like terribly illegal or anything. After all, they seem to be a legitimate business, but I never was happy when I heard that they were setting up shop right directly next to us. I mean, if I'm being honest, it almost seemed intentional. I mean, why would you set that up directly on the other side of a tavern?
And why this tavern? After all, there's what? Several, at least just from walking through town, passing.
Absolutely. After all, I mean, like, this is a very, like, decent jaunt around the Magic District to get here from the ports. I imagine they would get far better businesses if, say, they were closer to where the Salty Clam is. Who knows? But, just don't do anything that will get yourself into trouble, darling. I mean, after all, I mean, they do seem to be a legitimate business, despite how deplorable that they are.
Very well. Thank you for the information. I should be returning. Eventually. Maybe.
Are you heading out now?
Was going to.
Oh, be safe. If and when you do return, you do have a room. Here's a key for you. Unless she hands you a key on a dangle.
Ah, thank you. Do appreciate it.
Of course.
Traffic in and then head over to Dan and Tells, kind of let them know what he's going off to do.
As Tress kind of like comes up to you, Dane and Talos. Let's see, anything that you two would be drinking in particular?
I think Talos would be. Give me. Circle back to me in a second.
Ben's gonna go for the good old reserve.
Black Spy Reserve. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Fortunately for you, Milo has in the background like secured albeit a small supply, but he kind of keeps reserved for either you or those that are in the know at most of his locations.
Fair.
Not quite Lyle Outpost just yet, because that one isn't fully established. And not quite just barely the rail car, as it is connected here to Port LaMontagne and the Citadel. So naturally, he would have made sure that there would have been a supply going to at least this particular area. And while there wasn't at Raven's Crest, very shortly there will be.
Very nice.
Was that enough time to give you to think about what kind of, is there a base drink that you would have, like whiskey, rum, wine, anything like that, Talos?
Talos would probably go with either with a mead or something like that around that, like mead, like something like nothing too fancy. Because he's never been a really big fan of with certain kinds of wine, like he's been to too many of those stuffy parties that wine is kind of, it's like, oh, wine, lovely.
You will you would have seen as she would have come up and poured you a glass from a bottle of honeymead for taking a kind of another stopper off of another bottle and pouring in a red liquid. For then also pouring in a more alcoholic smelling red liquid, and then taking what looked almost to be a little bit of water and putting a little dash of that in before putting in some roughly cracked ice cubes, and then taking a very small bottle and putting a small drop into it as the smell of vanilla aroma begins to waft up into your nostrils.
That's fancy. Thank you.
No, it's just chatty mead, sir.
Talos takes a little, a sniff of it first before taking a sip.
It's a very kind of like a sweet cherry, honey sweetness to it, as you get a taste of what seems to be almost like a cherry liqueur, obviously some honey mead, and you get some wafts of rose water in there, as well as obviously the vanilla. It's a very sweet.
Talos is definitely going to. Talos is definitely enjoying this. This is like a treat for him. Not bad. Thank you.
As Tress gives a small cough to get your attention.
Oh yes.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna be heading over to this brothel across the street, try to figure out why customers are going there rather than here. Should be pretty obvious why, but it seems kind of odd that they set up shop right across from Comet's Landing compared to other taverns. Figured I'd let you know, and I know it's gonna sound weird, but I need you to guys write your names in this book. As Tret pulls out a very large book and kind of just sets it on the table.
Why? Talos kind of gets a little of a concerned look. He's heard stories of people asking for people's names. The Fae.
As Treth opens up the book, you see the name Milo Highhill on there, and as well, you see, thankfully my god gave me the ability to, if I have a name in the book, I can talk to them without them needing to be here. So, in case shit goes down, makes things a lot easier to get help.
That is quite ingenious.
Oh, all right. Talos takes a quill out and writes out his name.
fun. I haven't seen this mechanic in a while.
Den's gonna follow suit with Talos and write his name down.
Thank you, lads. I should be back before too very long.
Would you like some company to head on over?
Yeah, if you wish. I won't mind.
Hey,
I'll be
I'll be
absolutely honest.
staying right here. Goes back to drinking.
Come on, Talos, you want to come join us? Trev kind of nudges you with his elbow a little bit. I'll take that as a no. All right.
I'm pretty sure Talos' head would explode the second he stepped across the door. Either that or the place would burst into flames.
In that case, Talos, you are coming with us. Very well then. Tell us you know where we will be. I'll try to make sure that Dane doesn't get into trouble.
Me? In trouble? Huh. What do you take me for, my cousin?
No, you hang out with Milo and that thing, as he kind of points to Greyhound in the corner, so probably asleep.
Greyhound's just vibrating.
Alright, so as you two leave the Comet's Landing, you turn and make your way up to what you can see, like, you knew it to be a brothel, but as you take a closer look, you can see that it has, like, a kind of humble sign that says Celestial Delights. And as you do, like, is it just you, Trust, and Dane?
Yeah, Talos is like, no.
Greyhound's gonna tag along as well.
Oh, and Greyhound as well. As the three of you approach, you can see that there's several people waiting outside. A couple are kind of sweet talking, and a few individuals that are hanging outside. Several drinks are being passed around, and as you three get a little closer, a couple individuals in kind of more revealing clothing with some cloaks over them to kind of like be more mysterious kind of approach. You go, you look like you could enjoy some celestial delights. Yes. I must say, like, I'd be quite privileged if you and I spent some time together. She kind of takes a finger and goes over the shoulder of your pauldrons, Trust.
I'm more here to take a look at the place.
Oh, you can look, you can feel, you can indulge, so long as you have the coin, darling.
Crest is gonna look down at his blade and be like, I'm so sorry.
It vibrates a little bit.
Why are you talking to your weapon?
I'll explain later, Greyhound.
Oh, okay.
Kind of a burly one, like, comes up and gives you a hearty pat on the back, Dane. Ah! Now here's a fine sight for the eyes. Al, I believe that you and I could get along quite nicely, well, fellow kin. As a female dwarf has kind of patted you on the back, Dane, and is making advances to try and draw you in.
Well, while I am utterly flattered, unfortunately, here for business, not for pleasure.
Oh, darling, that is nonsense, utter nonsense. You come to the Celestial Delights for pleasure. there's no need to have any business or worry about yourself about any sort of business. It's gonna just let all the stress melt away. You and I we could get ourselves a room just above, and you could tell me all about your worries, and I can help you relax. What do you say?
As tempting as that sounds, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pass this time.
Shame, but if you're changing your mind, I'll be right here. She gives you a wink and makes her way around. As the couple that are still by Utrest go like, there's nothing that we can there's nothing that we can offer you. I mean, anything that your heart desires, the celestial delights can certainly deliver.
I'm going to deadpan look this girl in the eyes and say, fine, can you bring back my dead wife?
Are you trying to intimidate?
No, I'm not trying to intimidate.
Well, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to have you roll for intimidate because I don't know how else that they would take that.
Fair enough. 15.
She just kind of stops, mouth drops, and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. That is so terrible." Kind of looks at the other one. The other one just at the same time, eyes wide open, and go, "Just leave you be. Forgive us." As they just kind of like give a slight bow and back off.
As they start to leave it, like I said, I'm here for business. And with that, can Tress take just a quick scan across the room, see if anyone catches my eye?
Yeah, you walk in.
Ah! Oh, that was only one. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, as the three of you enter like the tavern, you can see that there's like, well, not tavern, the brothel. You can see that there is like a small like waiting room essentially, where you see several people that have a few individuals that they're talking to, but several of them are at a kind of a counter waiting to be served. As there's an individual very much busy at work, writing things down and organizing appointments and everything else. As you take a look around, with the 15, I will say, as you're looking about, you can see that there are a myriad of individuals that are in this particular room. You see several escorts, both male and female, and perhaps nondescript. It's hard to say. But you're also seeing, for patrons, you're seeing several men and women that are like giggling and like talking to potential escorts. That, as you're taking a look, like these are surprisingly, like some of them look well-to-do. Give me a history check, real quick, to see. 21. While you don't know any of these people personally, you do recognize several sigils and several stuff on like cloaks, coats, and what have you, where you recognize house symbols of very prominent individuals from like all the way from Sturma. You know that you recognize a couple from Antiva, and like you would assume that there's a few that like you've seen that perhaps are prominent in Lancaster, but it's kind of hard to tell. But you feel confident that in Lancaster that a few of these people have come from. So from what you're able to see, like they're like there's probably a good few from Port LaMontagne, but there's a surprising number that you recognize that are definitely coming from far away to be here.
I'm assuming the person that's writing in the book is behind a counter,
Yes.
acting. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can't talk to him.
As you walk up to the lady behind the counter, she kind of like looks over and goes, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. There's a bit of a line. I will get to serving you as soon as I can. Terribly sorry." And she kind of points, and you see that there are 3 other individuals in a line. Just like one of them is getting actively served, and the others are just kind of waiting there, just like sipping on some alcohol.
Crest will take a seat at the bar or counter, whatever it is, and wait patiently.
Right. Anything that Dane or Greyhound are doing?
Greyhound's gonna go over to the bar.
Dane's also going to go to the bar, but just like look over the area, kind of seeing if he can see anybody that he recognizes, or like, what is it? Yeah, to see if there's anybody he recognizes, or any groups that he recognizes.
All right, go ahead.
See your cousin from Antarctica Cool.
Yeah, I swear.
Give a history check. As you're looking around, you give a bit of a sigh of relief as you realize you don't really recognize anyone that's around here. Like, there's some that you like vaguely like recognize just from passing on the streets in Port-LaMontagne, but for the most part, you don't recognize anyone personally.
There's one of the party members in there.
While Greyhound is at the bar, he's gonna be searching around the bar, making sure none of his students are here.
Alright, do a quick perception check.
Perception. A 6.
A 6. Yeah, as you look around, like, you don't recognize anyone. Mostly because, like, sauntering on up to you, you notice that there's a female lizard folk that is approaching you.
Greyhound kind of a shoe motion to her, like, get away, get away.
Oh, come on, darling. You look lonely when there's not a whole lot of scaly individuals that to make their way through the doors. I'm Squee.
Well, Squee, no.
Oh, come on, don't you want to squeeze me a bit?
Just gives you a wink.
Wouldn't that hurt you? Why would I squeeze you?
It
Sounds
might.
very violent.
Well, it might, but I probably would enjoy it.
Oh, that's what you mean. No, I'm here to make sure none of my students are here.
Oh. She kind of gives you a bit of a frown.
Well, if you change your mind, look me up.
And she then makes her way towards another individual. Eventually, the lady at the desk finally makes her way over to you after serving a few others. Sorry about the wait there, of course. Now, I have a good list of escorts here that would be happy to serve you. We're a little low on rooms, but I could probably get you one. She kind of flips through a few pages. It's a little bit more of the premium price, I'm afraid, but I guarantee it will be worth it. What kind of escort were you looking for tonight?
Which one is the most requested, if I might ask?
Oh, the most requested. Well, she is currently in a appointment at the moment, but I'm sure that well, she kind of takes a look. She's been in there for a few hours, so I dare say if you were to wait an hour, she might be available. I can certainly see about getting you scheduled. No one else is currently on the wait list for tonight, but she is certainly one that like we get many guests that come to enjoy her services.
Might I have her name? by chance?
Of course. Well, believe it or not, she's actually the owner. If you want to believe that, I mean, you would think that being an owner, she would just like have all of her like escorts doing all the work for her, but no, she actually quite delights in helping to promote the business herself. Quite amazing. Pescaria is absolutely incredible.
You said Prescuria?
Pescaria, yes.
Wait a moment, please. As Treth will pull out his book and cast Sending on Milo.
Alrighty. And so you have obviously you have 25 words. And as you're doing that, she'll kind of like take a look at those and go, so would you like me to make that appointment for you? I know it's going to be a bit late, but and it won't be cheap. I'm afraid that for her services, that's going to be about 500 gold.
But a moment, please.
Very good. She looks at right next to her, where she sees you, Danny's like, oh, I'll be right with you, sir. While I'm waiting for his order, what sort of escort were you looking for? Got several dwarf that we could choose from. Perhaps if you're not feeling that, we might. I think we have several halflings. Or were you looking for male or female?
I'm just having a look at the establishment for the moment.
Oh, of course. Just don't look too closely, otherwise I might have to charge you. As he gives you a wink.
While I'm here, is there is there also a bar at this establishment as well?
Oh, well, of course. We offer a modest selection of alcohol. Pescaria hasn't quite secured a decent supply yet, so we're working off of some local suppliers around the port. She kind of looks over and kind of snaps a finger. He'll serve you in just a moment. As an elven individual walks up and goes, Hello there. How can I serve you?
Hello there. Are there any particular drinks you'd recommend here?
Oh, there's a few. I suppose, are you looking to get yourself really drunk really quick? Or are you looking for something to sip on and enjoy?
I'm feeling more of a sipping mood tonight.
Very good, very good. Well, let me see here. As he kind of turns around and takes a look. Probably not that one. I have the Island Cava. That's the one that will make your lips numb and your brain number. If we have a few guests, as he kind of turns to you, we have several guests that go against some of our rougher escorts, and they like that to. It kind of waves his hand at you. Let's see here. I have some verpouth that is a very fine one. It comes from the Moonshade Isles, made from cherries. That he kind of looks at you. Do you want to know about that? It's a very nice cherry liqueur, good for sipping on. Has quite a strong flavor to it.
Hey, that sounds interesting.
Here you go. Let's see. We'll turn her over around and pour a nice glass of this verpouth. It'll have a bit of a bite at first, just to warn you, but after that, it does smooth out quite nicely.
Hey, appreciate the heads up. How much is it?
For that will be 5 gold.
Hey, I suppose. I'm gonna pass over the 5 gold.
Thank you, sir. And then anything for you as he turns his gaze down to you, Greyhound.
Do you have any juice?
He blinks a few times. Juice, like, well, I'm sure we have some. We do have plenty of wines. Maybe some gins and otherwise. You do mean to like alcoholic beverages, yes?
No.
Like, what do you use to mix into the drinks?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, we have several bottles of different juice flavors. Were you looking for anything in particular?
Is there any pomegranate juice?
Pomegranate. Kind of cocks his head a little bit and looks around. You hear some clinking of bottles. Yes, we have several drinks that do employ the kind of earthy flavor of a pomegranate. As he holds a bottle, I shall pour you a glass. That'll be just 3 silver.
As Greyhound sees the bottle of pomegranate juice, he immediately gets transfixed on it and starts violently shaking.
Are you okay?
How much did you say it was?
3 silver for a glass.
3 silver. Okay. Greyhound gives him 3 silver.
There you are. As he takes a glass out and pours some pomegranate juice and hands it over to you. Just straight pomegranate. You don't want any garnishes? Nothing.
No, it's good. As Greyhound takes out a pomegranate from his bag of holding as well, and starts downing the drink and also taking bites out of the pomegranate.
The concentrated juice of the pomegranate exemplifies and brings up a even stronger flavor of the pomegranate as you eat it. Oh my! As he looks over at you, Dane. Your friend very much likes pomegranate, I see.
Hey, he really does like his pomegranates. I'm pretty sure if he could just subsist off them, he would.
He kind of eye flicks over to Greyhound as you take half a bite of the pomegranate. All right. So.
You can't have any time.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
He said, I said, you can't have any, it's mine.
No. I was not going to request. Alright, so Treth, what do you got?
Milo, I'm in Port LaMontagne. You know a Priscilla? She's the owner of brothel next door to Comet's Landing. I can look into it if you wish.
Not quite the right name, but I'll go ahead and I'll put that into...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pesquira.
And so what would Milo's response be?
I don't know, that depends on if he knows her or not.
Well, do you remember any Pesquira?
You tell me if Milo does.
Let me see.
Hey, is anyone else getting a really bad feedback noise?
When?
It's like every other time somebody talks. Like I'm trying to figure out if it's from everybody or if it's or something on my end. It's almost like a reverb noise. It's not really loud, but it's right in the background.
I don't believe I am.
Let me close out real quick and see if I reconnect in and see if it might be something like that might be causing or something like that. Okay, it's still there, but it's not as bad as before.
Yeah, it might be something on your end, I guess, because I mean, I don't believe I'm getting any of that feedback on my end.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're fine. Want to make sure that you're all good.
Yeah, Talos would not be very comfortable in that brothel. He would be very.
So Dane doesn't really know what to think. Nobody. Wow. Not been many situations like that.
For Talos, it's more of like how he was raised.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a note on this to see if Milo did indeed. What is going on? I feel like my Discord isn't working well for my searching thing.
That's not good.
Did you check to make sure the update went through? I know there was an update like a few days ago.
I think it did, because I got.
I
Some
mean,
other
must have if he's still in here talking to us.
Here we go. Okay, let me see. Okay, no. So, as Milo would think about this name and everything else, he would not actually recognize it.
Would not recognize it? Okay.
Yeah, especially with a 10. But also, like, the fact of the matter is, like, this name is unfamiliar to, like, him.
Very well. Treth will look into his book, see Milo's response, and then tell the rest of them that they're gonna leave.
Hey. I think I'll stick around for a little bit. I did just get a drink after all.
Yeah,
That's
fair
good.
enough. Finish the drink, then head back to.
So, as the lady at the desk looks at you, were you wanting me to schedule that appointment for you?
Not at the moment.
Oh, very well. Were you wanting to perhaps schedule for a more opportune time at another day?
I'll let my employer handle that. I'm all right, thank you.
Very well. Any other services I can provide for you, or will that be all?
That will be all.
Very well. A good evening to you. I hope that you will come by to take part of our services soon. Now, if you excuse me, I will be on to the next customer. And she moves down the line to the next one. Alright, and so, are the three of you leaving right now, or are you? So, Dan, you said you're hanging out for a little bit, right?
Yeah. Don't want to rush a very nice drink.
Very good. So as you kind of sip on it, like it's definitely like a deep red color, and it's like it's a good drink to sip. Give me a perception check as some time passes. And was Greyhound also sticking around, or?
Greyhound's gonna leave. He's he hasn't seen. He's gonna take one more look around, make sure none of the students are here, and then he's gonna leave.
Yep. You. Oh. Yeah. You are looking around. You don't see anyone, and you're just like, you're pacified with your pomegranates.
Yeah, Greyhound is going back to Comet's Landing.
Very good. And then was Treth also leaving him right away, or no?
Breath will wait around until Dane finishes his drink and leave with him.
Very good. As you're kind of idly sitting there, like eventually, like you have to kind of like pass off a few escorts that come in the way until after a couple, though, like word gets around that you're just more interested in a drink at this place for some reason, and people leave you alone. You kind of people watch as you do, and you watch as like a very beautiful lady comes down to the desk and speaks with the lady that has been serving customers and getting appointments made up. She's got a very bright red hair. Her eyes are emerald green, and she's got a very kind of like a bright pale like skin, not like pale as if pale as if she doesn't get outdoors too often. She's very much shapely, and she stands about 5'11" with an oval face.
Can I try to listen in on their conversation?
Of course. So do a perception check.
Yeah, probably not. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of more discussions and everything that's happening as you're trying to listen in. You can see their lips moving, but you're not able to really hear.
With Dane here.
Yeah. As this individual comes into view, your eyes kind of zone in on her. There's something very alluring about her, and you are suddenly very keenly interested in her, and you notice that as you're looking about, there's a lot of eyes that go to her immediately as she enters. She has some sort of presence about her that just draws eyes to her, but you can't quite place your finger on it. But there's something else about her that is calling to you, Dane. You're not quite sure exactly what it is. It's odd. It's a very strange sensation. But as you're kind of listening in, you kind of hear as she goes, do I have any other appointments for tonight? Well, there was one potential, but they seem to have backed out. It seems that your calendar is clear for the rest of the night. You can rest. Very good. I think I will resign for the night. Please make sure that all of our patrons are well taken care of. It seems, for what I can tell, it was another great night of business. Oh, yes, of course, Pesquera. It's once again you brought in plenty of customers. We're all doing quite well because of your hard work. Of course. Her eyes kind of glaze around, and her eyes stop on you for a second, Dane. As she kind of leans over and are you still staring intently at her, Dane, or when she locks eyes with you, do you avert your gaze?
I'll linger for a second and then sort of just go back to casually looking around the area while still trying to listen in on what's going on.
I'll say for the nat 20, you're still able to kind of listen in as she kind of whispers, "A dwarf at the counter. Was he the potential?" Oh, no, he wasn't interested in anyone at all. It was that fellow next to him, the one with the silver hair and those very sharp eyes. I was inquiring about you. She kind of her. You don't see, but you feel that she probably her eyes move over to Treth. Very well. If there are any very much eager customers, let them know that they can have an emergency appointment with me for double. Of course, Pesquera. Have a good night. She then heads up the stairs. And it's about this time that you finish sipping your drink. As the bartender kind of looks at you and goes, so how did you like it, sir?
Oh, a very nice drink. I will admit you were right with that kick right at the start, but then that was very smooth.
I'm glad you appreciate it. I will say that it is a very a custom drink. I did want to tell you at first, as was worried that it might be offsetting, but traditionally this particular beverage is made from cherries that have been eaten and defecated by some of the native tree cats of the Moonshay Isles.
That's interesting thing to make a drink out of, but
Indeed. Supposedly the internal workings of those particular tree cats seem to do something strange that increases the fermenting process of the actual cherries themselves, which cause that kick that you got to the very beginning, but then afterwards, for the way that they produce the drink, it smooths out really nicely afterwards.
Hey, well, it definitely is a very nice one. And yeah, so I mean, if it works, it works.
Indeed. I'm afraid that the bar is closing at this time, so I hope you enjoyed your drink.
I appreciate it.
Good night, sir.
Hey, it can't be as bad as what some of the stuff in the Underdark, right?
Yeah. Dane's just there, just alcohol's alcohol. He's gonna kind of give Trent a little nudge and a nod and start heading out.
Treth will reciprocate the nod and start getting out.
Where's Greyhound?
He's already back at Comet's Landing.
Oh, okay. Like you see him swinging from a chandelier.
He's in the cage in the corner.
I don't want to know what kind of cage he's in right now.
I was saying in Comet's Landing.
He's like, I will not be contained. He's like, oh, for that one, it's about 10,000 gold for that one. That one's a special case.
And then a clean-up cost of 15,000 for the damages to the room.
That's why the cage.
Alright, you all make your way back to the Comet's Landing. Was there anything more before you had your long rest?
I'm gonna relay to Treth what I was kind of hearing. Just to see if it helps out at all. Other than that, Dane's probably going to work on his ring making a little bit before passing out.
Alice would probably just kind of ask him if they got whatever information they were wanting from. He's not very Talos is clearly not very fully interested. It's more of a making conversation before he retires.
As soon as Talos asks, Treth will make a OK symbol with his left hand and take a finger and kind of make a crude gesture in front of Talos.
He doesn't get Talos just squint because of that squint eye look like. Just a proving look.
Sorry, Talos. This was part of my contract. I have to do this. I have to be annoying to you. Milo's orders.
Of course you do. I'm retiring for the night. Good night. Swish of his cloak.
So give me a jeweler's check there, Dane.
Alright.
Also, before Dane retires, can Treth ask if Dane happens to know that lady?
$15. You don't believe you do, Dane, but it is rather
familiar.
strange. There's there's definitely something about her that was familiar. Like, you shouldn't know her. There's absolutely no reason to. Like, she doesn't quite look like anyone that you've ever seen, but there was something with her eyes, something that you caught with her eyes that, like, you seemed familiar with, and, like, that brief moment that you locked eyes, like, you almost felt like there was a connection there, as if you both knew each other somehow.
I don't know her, but I can't really explain it. When she looked over during our conversation, it almost felt like some sort of, I don't know, like a connection or something, but can't really say. But I don't think I know a person like that. There's definitely a way about her, though.
Good to know. I will relay that to Milo. And Tim, if I were to relay all this information over to Milo through several sendings, could he make another history check?
Like, just the way that she looks and other stuff like that?
The way she looks and the description, and the information Dane just gave me.
Yeah, I would say that, because, like, are you using spell slots for the sending?
I am not, thankfully. It is part of my,
Particular class?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, so long as you have the
That
ability
isn't
to send several, like, can you give me, like, an approximation of how many sendings? Or is it, like...
Unlimited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a broken ability. I read it, and it's like that is way too.
I haven't actually looked into that particular, like, pact thing, like, alignment in a while, so...
Yeah, if you the way that he's I'm pretty sure has done it is the one that I've looked up, and it's like, this should be illegal.
Well, yeah, I would definitely say, like, through the course of like all those, like, it would take a hot minute to get all that information relayed, but I would say that, like, Milo can give a normal history check based on the descriptions to see if there's anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, with an 8, like, you're able to get a few things out, and you start polishing some things, Dane, but unfortunately you're not going to be able to actually accomplish much this particular night. You're really exhausted from all the traveling.
Fair.
Let's see, if the
I doubt a 15 from Milo is going to give him anything more than what Dane has.
Pretty much. Like, Milo will essentially, like, from that description, he'll get, like, there's something that sounds vaguely familiar, but the description doesn't match most of the people that Milo is going to come into contact with. Pale skin, emerald eyes, blazing red hair. Like, it doesn't quite match. And the personality, like, you didn't get, like, obviously neither Treth nor Dame would have gotten much personality, so couldn't relay much of that over. So Milo will be similar in a similar stance where with Dane that there is some familiarity. There's something vaguely, but not able to quite place it.
Is
So, and then Dane, you after that you head for your long rest.
Yeah.
And Greyhound, you already long resting.
Yep.
Very good. Did you take one of the rooms, or are you bunking with one of your companions?
He's asleep in on the floor of Dane's room.
Fair enough.
And then Talos, you're long resting as well.
Yeah, Talos is gonna, after like writing some more stuff in his personal journal, he's gonna and check in his sending zone, see if he has any messages from his sisters or anybody else that he might have sent, and then he's gonna go to bed.
Sounds good. And then Treth, you're going to your long rest as well.
First, Treth is going to see if Ithra, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, is still at the bar by chance. Or at least somewhere within... Okay.
The one
He's
that's
going to...
the tavern keeper.
Yes.
Yeah, she would still be there. Ilithara.
Yes.
No, she would just kind of like she would be cleaning some mugs as having some of the town guard like helping carry some patrons out of the tavern to their homes and whatnot. Still up
Right.
there.
Yeah. Didn't get much from there. However, Milo has requested, if you have it, I take a loan of 1,000 gold to get more information on her.
From his funds.
Yes.
Well, she kind of like blinks a little bit and kind of opens up a book and looks.
No, that's a hard ask.
I can certainly provide. I will say that that would cut deeply into the profits for this location for him, but I mean, if he requests it, we can certainly do that. Do you have the like? Did he relay to you the password? I would assume. Apparently, after an incident in Antiva, Milo has requested all taverns keepers accept a password before funds are transferred between like trusted individuals.
Breath is going to put up a finger real fast right down in the book and be like, hey, what's the fucking password?
Because I assume that after his son did the thing, Milo would have.
Yeah, Milo would have put something in place like that.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you touch my money, boy. It's like, you may be my son, but you don't touch my money.
In which, obviously, Milo would then pass that on, because Milo was working on like a way of being able to communicate with all of his locations and.
Yes, and currently that is not operational, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But this works for now, and yes, Milo would be more than happy to give him the password for this.
And so she will go ahead and give Treth a loan of 1,000 gold from Milo's like funds. I'll mark that down in my notes, as that will subtract from obviously like you're a few days away from the monthly payout for Milo. So I'll be sure to make sure that is subtracted. All right. And is that all for you for this night?
Yes, it is. Treth will head up to his room and do his nightly routine.
Very good. Alright, and so as you all finish up and go to bed for the night, you all will be benefiting from a long rest.
Hooray!
Dane.
Oh dear. I don't like the music change.
You get stirred at night by a gentle touch on your cheek.
Oh no.
Greyhound, go away.
It's not Greyhound.
Oh no!
As you hear a familiar voice.
Talos senses a disturbance in the force.
Dane said there's a disturbance in the force.
As your
Does
eyes,
Greyhound notice this? Like, he's asleep, but is he woken up by this?
she's being quiet.
Okay.
But as your eyes flash open and you, through the darkness, that's a little bit of light coming in from the moonlight just outside, you see a girl that you recognize from Anar Dracul.
Tim, quick question. Would Treth notice this because he is technically awake?
He's in another room, though.
Well, yes, but also with Dane saying, "Go back to bed, Greyhound."
Is he yelling it or?
I would assume that he was talking like normally, right?
True.
Probably like a mumble is like, stop it, Greyhound. I'll let you do a perception check, Treth.
I will gladly accept. 19.
Yeah, I'll say you're able to hear Dane, but like you want to. Let me see about her. Okay. You don't hear her, but you hear Dane like mumbling to Greyhound to like go back to bed or whatever.
Okay.
But as your eyes flutter, Dane, and you look at this individual like that you recognize from Anarch Cool, she goes, "Hello, Dane. It's good to see you again. It's been a while." As she gives you a very warm smile. That is where we're going to end the episode for today.
Oh no!
I think I know who it is now.
You all get, well, for the battle that you did earlier and role-playing, like, don't topple over, but you've earned yourselves 15,000 experience points.
God damn.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. Are we actors or something? Why are we getting that for roleplay?
Well, it's mostly for the combat.
No, we did really good roleplay this session.
Yeah, definitely. We're just actor level role players.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
To be.
Who is this mysterious lady that Dane seems to recognize from Anarch Cool? And what does she want? Will the party be able to make it back to the Citadel safely? Find out on the next exciting episode of The Adventures in Dundras.